Hey, it looks like we are live. We are live. I am not warmed up, so forgive that if you heard that. Looks like I'm safe though. So far, nobody's here. So, this is an impromptu thing. I don't even know if we're going to see anybody today. I hope so. We are live. Oh, somebody gave me a like already. Okay, somebody's here. Javon Myers. Hello, Javon Myers. Welcome. It is nice to meet you. My name is Sean. Is this your first time being here for one of my lives? If so, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do it now because I guarantee you are going to love what you see today. We're just going to wait a little bit to see if more people come while I prep our decks. In the meantime, I would love to know about you. Tell me something about yourself, Javon. Where are you from? What part of our country or what part of the world? You might not even be here in America. What part of the world are you from? I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's my hometown. I've lived here now since my family moved here in 1989, but then I went away for college, and then I went away for grad school. Then I went away to pursue the dream in LA. Blah. And now I'm back. Watching from Jamaica. Oh my gosh. How is the weather out there right now? Is it nice? Because it's like right before storm season, if I'm recalling correctly. I could be wrong. I've only been to Jamaica once. Is that your home? Is that where you're from? Or are you visiting? Are you stationed with the military? It's great. The weather's great. I bet it is. I would love to live in a tropical place. Now, I'll tell you, that's the one thing about Los Angeles that was amazing. The weather was always great. But for me personally, that's not a good enough reason to stay anywhere. You know, I need to be where my dollars can go far, and LA is not it. Hello, April. Why would you make such a triggering pick a card? Girl, you know why I would make such a triggering pick a card. First of all, I'm Sean. That's just how I roll, right? But then also, tomorrow is Mother's Day. And I typically go live with you guys on Sundays when I have the opportunity to do it. And since tomorrow's Mother's Day, I know nobody would be watching. So I was like, let me go live today. And instead of doing like our normal art talks or something that has to do with personal empowerment, though with this being a mother pick a card, we might get some personal empowerment stuff in here too. Hey, Trish. Hey. I was like, we're going to do how are you like your mother? How are you just like your mother? And how are you not? In fact, let me tell you something. Y'all know if you're part of my Patreon community, you know that I've been living with my mother for a minute, about 7 months. Hello, Madi. Hello, welcome. It's good to see you. I hope I am saying your name correctly. I absolutely hate seeing people's names wrong. And Justin and I recently finally moved out of my mom's house. I bet she's happy. I know Justin is feeling some relief. Me, I have been crying the whole week. We moved out last Saturday, a week ago today. I've been crying the whole week because y'all, the place that I picked for us is shit. Now, I'm not going to name drop it here. I'm trying to be respectful of these people because they have very graciously let us out of our lease. So I am not going to say bad things about them here on the internets. But it has been a very, very, I don't want to say traumatic week, but I will say it was triggering. It was a triggering week. It brought up old traumas for me, right? And my mama, who I tend to not always be in harmony with, my mama was there for me the whole time. She was with me every single day as I worked through like dealing with the leasing company for where we are living right now, and also as I went looking for a new place for us to live because Justin is working full time right now, so he can't help with this stuff. And I got a business to run. Y'all know I have my tarot business and I try to create content for you guys. By the way, if you're a member of the Patreon, two brand new episodes of the Divine Money podcast have recently dropped. Okay. So one, I dropped last week. It was, stopping the cycle of broke. And then this morning I did one for you guys. That's, a very important question for you to ask if you want to start having more money. So check that out. If you're not already a member of my Patreon, please look in the description box here. You will see a link to how you can join. I want you there. I want you to be part of my community. So, April, the reason why I was inspired to do this particularly triggering pick a card is because, well, moms, right? It's like they're great until they're not. And there may be parts of us that are like that too. So what we're going to do today, you guys, is I have 3 piles prepared for you. This is going to be a shorter live today than normal because I have plans. I'm meeting up with my baby sister and the twins. Now, let me tell you the one thing I do love about this apartment. I probably shouldn't say it out loud just in case they see my Instagrams. No, wait, I don't do Instagram. What is this? YouTube. I like how this looks. This live, I got the natural light coming in. I don't have an overhead light on, and I do have my ring light on. And I like that the mirror is back there. That's kind of cool, you know? But that's not enough to, live here. Anyway, so I have 3 piles prepared for you guys, right? We are doing a shorter live than normal because I'm going to go have lunch with my sister and the twins, my twin nieces. So we're going to be about 20 minutes today, no more than that. Y'all know I talk a lot. I'm gonna do my best. Okay, April says it's perfect for Mother's Day. And yeah, let's call all of us out on our similarities, right? Because there have to be some there, even if they're like just learned behaviors. Because for most of us, the mother is the person that raised us. For most of us, that is not the case for everybody. Good morning, Mel. Welcome. Don't get mad at me because I put my wig back on. It's not because I'm hiding from the short hair. It's really not. It's just that I only have one still shot available for the thumbnail. And so I did my best to recreate that still shot. That still shot is from like 2 years ago. So also I do like this wig. Okay, so here are our decks. For pile number 1, we are choosing from your reading is coming from the Tinseltown. God dog it. Okay, here we go. There we go. The Tinseltown Tarot. Can you see that? All right. And just to give you a sense of the artwork, it looks like that. Oh, shit. It looks like that. Like that. Like that. It's a lot of glare. Glossy cards are great for shuffling, terrible for showing you on screen. For our second group, pile number 2, you guys are getting your messages from Tarot of the Divine. Okay, that one's much easier. The artwork looks like this. Now listen, I should have given you a better card than that. Hold on. Don't be looking at that lady crying. Oh, she don't look too happy either. Hold on. Let me get y'all a good one. Okay, this one works. So this is the artwork for the Tarot of the Divine by Yoshi Yashitani, Japanese artist and deck creator. And our final deck for group number 3 is the Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti. Did we use that last week? I feel like we used that last week. Anyway, we're using it again this week. Okay, and the artwork for this one looks like that. Oh, that's the 2 of Swords on that one. Look at that. That gorgeous stuff. Yeah, because I feel like I remember saying to y'all at the time, it's got a very Renaissance feel. Oh, the Death card. Ah! All right, so go ahead and take a second while I am silent. I'm going to give y'all just a few seconds of mine not jabbering on so that you can pick your pile. Once again, it's pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I also want to ask you guys as we do this today, please feel free to converse with each other as well as talk to me in the chat because it does help YouTube know people are engaged with this live and it pushes it out to more people who might also want to find out how they are just like their mother or how they are nothing like her at all. Also give the video a like because it does help the channel. I've been trying to grow this channel forever. Some of y'all have been helping me out a lot and I appreciate it. Continue to help me by liking every single video you watch, please. All right, I'm going to be silent for All right, beginning with pile number 1. The first thing we are going to find out is how are you just like your mother? Ooh, there's something calming there. Is your mother a very calming presence? Spirit guides of group 1. How is group 1 just like their mom? What can we tell them about that? Maybe she ain't so calming. We got the 7 of Swords. Now here, listen here. I'm not saying you's a liar, and I'm not calling your mama no liar, but I wonder if there might be a tendency to lie to the self. Oftentimes when I get this card in a reading, I interpret it to mean a lie of the mind. And it's when you are letting yourself believe something that's not true, whether intentionally or unintentionally. You know, a lot of times a lie of the mind keeps us stuck in situations because we're not able to yet see the truth about ourselves, what we deserve, what we truly want, things like that. We're believing limiting beliefs. Those are lies of the mind, right? Another way lie of the mind can be showing itself is in a habit of delusion or denial. So if you hesitate to see the truth, if it takes you a while to come around to accepting a situation, a person, a desire of your own, you know, or even something that totally turns you off, if processing and change are slow for you, that could be this lie of the mind energy here that we see in the Seven of Swords. And that is a similarity that you have with your mother. And that would be a learned behavior from her, right? Did your mother ever like take too long to deliberate or not be able to make decisions and constantly get information from other people or opinions of other people? Was there a tendency to, again, resist what was obviously right in her face? You know, did you find yourself having to help her see the truth? Are you the truth teller in your family? Because see, you might be one of those people that's really good at telling the truth to others about their situation, but maybe sometimes you are slow to accept the truth for yourself. So again, it could be denial or delusion energy, or it can be limiting beliefs, something like that. Now, how are you absolutely nothing like your mother? That's fun. Oh, okay. That's how you really feel. Okay. We got Eight of Swords. Now, Eight of Swords is a limiting belief card. And the Eight of Swords, particularly if you think back to how it's illustrated in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you have a woman who's blindfolded, surrounded by swords, you know, and there's an opening where she can get out if she wants to. And it comes down to being willing to break the limiting belief, to break the bad patterns of thought, you know, to move forward, to get out of this feeling of being trapped and stuck. And that is how you were different than your mother. You are willing to do that, able to do that. It may not even be just that she's not willing. She might not have the ability to. See, the thing that we tend to forget, excuse me, when it comes to our moms is they are not us. And by virtue of how life works, we are better than them. There's no way that we're not. And here's why. First of all, we're supposed to be, because we're supposed to take what they are and what they teach us and grow beyond that. But also what's available to us, what we are able to do in life because of having been born a full generation after them, or if you happen to have a young mother, a half a generation after her, what you can do, the knowledge that's available to you, the access that you have, it far exceeds what she had. So there's no way we're not better than our moms. There's just not. And so if we can approach them with grace, and this is fucking hard, okay? Do not get me wrong. I'm not trying to say this shit is easy. I struggle with this because I'm an exacting creature, right? But the fact of the matter is, most moms, all moms, by virtue of time passing, evolution, the world always getting better and better, did not have and will never have what we have. And when it comes to the ability to walk away from limiting belief or change your limiting beliefs, most of our moms, if you were watching me right now and you were over the age of 30, they didn't even know that was a thing they could do. It wasn't language people use. If you have a mom as old as my mom, who was raised in the 60s, women categorically, more often than not, were not encouraged to think beyond what they were conditioned to believe. Okay. So that's how you're like your mother about the blah, 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 the delusion stuff. I don't want to recap because I recap all the time and we have a limited amount of time today, but feel free to go back to the beginning. And I will, I will put timestamps in this later on when I have some time, you guys, to make it easy for you to find each reading. Let's move on. So yeah. Okay. Lie of the mind is how you're like your mom, and how you're not like your mom is a willingness and an ability to break that lie and live a better life for yourself. Okay, moving on. Pile 2, Tarot of the Divine, Spirit Guides of Pile 2. How is pile 2? Oh, I don't like calling y'all pile. Spirit guides of group 2. How is group 2 just like their mother? Oh, Abriel, you said facts. That pile 1 reading was aligned for you? Yeah. Yeah. I love hearing that. Thank you for sharing that. All right. So if you are just now joining us, please be sure to say hi in the chat so I can welcome you. Ah, there we go. Okay. Ace of Coins. If you chose pile number 2, one way you're just like your mom is you might have a money focus, an intentional money focus. You might be someone who loves learning about money or has been serious about your money from jump. But you definitely have the ability to receive money, to receive big money. So this could be that you and your mom both chose fields to work in where earning is natural because it's a high paying job. Or you might be someone who just by nature of your energy, maybe your astrological sign, maybe the company you keep, money is always coming to you as gifts from other people, right? But when manifestation teachers talk about receiving mode, you are probably somebody who is like, it's very easy for you to be in receiving mode. So it's not just money, but definitely money. Big opportunities for earning lots are what you and your mother have in common. So for one or both of you, it could be an ability to start and maintain your own business and grow it to, financial success. But somehow, like, you are able to receive wealth, receive gifts from others, enjoy the material things in life. That's a big part of it too. So even if you're like, no, Sean, I gotta work hard for everything I have. But when you get it, do you allow yourself? I bet you're one of those people that allows yourself to treat yourself, right? Maybe you've decorated your home nicely and it reflects what you have been able to earn. Now, in terms of how you and your mother are nothing alike, yeah, you and your mom y'all like nice things. Very much like nice things. How you are nothing oh, okay. How are you nothing alike? Spirit guides of group 2. Can we tell them how they are nothing like their mother? 9 of Wands. Can we clarify 9 of Wands there, please? Oh, thank you. That was quick. 7 of Swords again. All right. So this might have to do with one of you has a tendency to overspend or to rack up debt, and the other one does not. So while you both have a great ability, a very easy ability to receive money, one of you may be better at managing that money than the other, you know? And there seems to be something here about not being willing to look at mistakes of the past, learn from mistakes of the past regarding, again, financial health, financial wealth, money. So that's what I have for you, group 2. Yeah. Now, if you are the one, because your mama ain't here right now, if you are the one, yeah, and see, back of the deck energy is Hierophant. So there's some like lessons for you guys as a family regarding the use of funds. Your family may be energetically or on a soul level slated to always receive, receive, receive. But is there a hard time keeping what you receive? You know? My favorite thing to spend money on is stocks. And the reason why that is because when I buy stocks, I have money still and I get more money, but that's me. I also am starting to get, and this could be a function of age, I'm starting to get into this thing where I want to buy more things, though I don't like to own a lot because I like to travel light. Okay, finally, we have group 3. Gilded Tarot Royale is where you will be getting your messages. Spirit guides of group 3. Can we tell them how they are just like their mother? How is group 3 just like their mom? 8 of Wands, very high energy. Are you extroverted by nature? Or even if you're not an extrovert, maybe you're an ambivert. There's something here around keeping it moving. You like to keep it moving. Go, 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 go. Are you always coming up with new things to do or always wanting to do something new? Do you travel a lot or have a desire to travel? Does your friend group change often? Do you find yourself connecting with different kinds of people in different ways a lot? I'm getting that you have an energy. Part of it is the creative side. There's a lot of creative energy in you. And I'm getting here that there's something around people just really, really like your energy. You might be a very naturally entertaining person, whether you're trying to be entertaining or not. Like my mom is like that. People who meet my mom, and particularly if they, don't really know her yet and are just meeting her for the first time, they immediately fall in love with this woman. Because there's something in her energy that is very approachable, I think, and very jovial. She's kind of jolly. She's a jolly kind of lady. Um, on a surface level. And so and so it might be something like that for you too. But definitely, a desire to move and move forward, move fast, do lots, experience. You like to have different life experiences. And again, some of that might include travel. Now, how you are different than your mother and changing it up, changing things up. Interesting. Does your mom tend to shed people a lot? I just heard shed people. Like, again, moving on from friend groups or connections, there can be something healthy in that, leaving people behind, particularly if you've grown and they are no longer in alignment with you. Okay, finally, spirit team of group 3. How are they? Gosh, these cards. Come on now. How are they nothing like their mother? What can we share with them there? Thank you. You got the Magician. That's odd. So what I'm getting there is like you both have this desire for change, experience, newness, moving fast. But one of you doesn't realize that you have the power to actually do it. And so there might be this desire for it, might even talk about it a lot, but not actually make the moves. And my guess is it's probably your mom is the one that does not have that magician energy. Because if she had been able to do these things, if she had done them, then you would have learned that behavior from her, right? So this sense of, again, having everything you need or being able to get it if you don't, naturally have it, to manifest what you want in your life, to make magic in one's own life, to find the way to experience these things, to do these things. I'm getting that she doesn't have that, but you do. So like my whole life, I always knew I wanted to be an artist. And my mother, well, no, I always was an artist, but I always knew I wanted to be a professional performer. And my mother always knew this about me too. And my mother, to this day will still say, we need to find a way to get somebody to see you, Sean. She said that kind of thing to me my entire life. But you know what my mother never once did? And she might be watching, and I don't mean this out of any disrespect. This is just a difference in our natures. My mother never once looked up how to make it happen. She never put me in any sort of classes for that kind of thing outside of what was offered at whatever school I went to, So the desire for it was there, but the ability to figure out how to do it and then do it was not there. Every single thing that I have done as an artist, and particularly as a professional artist, I figured that out. Because I do have this magician energy. And I'm getting it's probably the same for you, group 3. Blessed and stressed, hi, and also bye, because we are leaving. I gotta go. Blessed and stressed, I'm so glad you came, and I'm so glad that you made it. Hey, here's the good news. This live is going to live here on the channel forever, so you can go back. Hello, you call me pretty, thank you. You can go back to the beginning and watch it from the top. I will be putting timestamps in it in just a little bit so that I can make it easy for you to find the pile where your reading is. All right. Today we took a look, everybody, at how you are just like your mother and also how you are nothing like your mother. And I hope, Miss April, that it was not too triggering. Blessed and Stress says you have a quick question. Okay, quick question, because I really gotta go. What's that? You're very welcome, Trish. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad. I always get so excited when I see you guys here. What's your quick question? While you type that out, Blessed and Stress, let me just remind. No, it was fine. Okay, good. It was fine. It wasn't too triggering. Good. Let me just remind everybody who is brand new to the channel right now, please like this video, share it with other people, subscribe to the channel because it will help me grow it. Also, These people that you hear me calling by name and I'm laughing with them so hard and, picking on my own wig and shit like that, they are members of our Patreon. And I would love for you to join our Patreon community too, because we have fun over there. I am a life and wealth coach for artists and spiritual workers and other creatives as well, and anybody else who wants it. But I do specialize on those two types of people because most times money things are just not of interest to artists and spiritual workers, right? There can be something around guilt, feeling guilt for making money doing what you do. And I try to help you no longer feel that guilt. So come on over to my Patreon so you can get the content that I share over there specifically around that. At the first level, you get access to my Divine Money podcast, where I teach you how to make money from your special gifts and talents without any guilt whatsoever. In the second level, you also get access to my regular readings, my weekly lives. You also get access to all of my original meditations to help get you aligned and keep you aligned for maximum enjoyment of your life, personal power, and bringing in that and keeping that money, growing that wealth. And in the third level, you get an included tarot reading, personal tarot reading every single month. So it is patreon.com/shon.vibes. Come on over. We want you there. All right. Blessed and stressed. Mel said, enjoy your lunch, Sean, and enjoy your weekend, everyone. Yes, everybody, enjoy your weekend. Thank you for being here, Mel. Blessed and stressed says, can I get a quick general reading? My life is super icky and overwhelming, if possible. Oh, honey, I hate that for you. Self-inflicted, some not, huh? Oh, just super wishy-washy, backed in a corner, avoid conflict, backed in a corner over everything, like feel prioritizing others' happiness over mine. You have come to the right place. I am the guide for you. Ask these ladies here, because we don't do that, okay? We don't put other people first. We cannot. I'm going to give you a card. I cannot do a full-on reading for you, but general energy to help blessed and stressed get back aligned. That's what we're doing. Spirit guides are blessed and stressed to help them get back aligned. What is the main energy for them to tap into right now? You got the Judgment card. What this means is for you to remember that there is a calling on your life. It may be a spiritual calling. It may be an artistic calling. It might just be the calling of your existence. I tend to believe that the purpose of life is to enjoy life. So that's what I see as all of our callings, and definitely Sean Wilson's, okay? There is a calling on your life, blessed and stressed. And when you continuously put other people first, you are diverting yourself away from your calling. You cannot fulfill your potential if you are not focused on your potential, okay? Queen of Swords is also here for you. This just fell into my lap, so I'm going to give it to you too. This means be more discerning. Be more discerning in how you use your time, what you give to others, all right? Let them be upset. They ain't going to die. They are not going to die if you say no, all right? Check out some of the other lives here on this channel. I think the very first one I did, or maybe the second one, was specifically about how you will thrive and they won't die. If you don't focus on yourself, how the hell can you be happy? You have to. You have to. You are very welcome, darling. I'm glad I had a second to give that to you. All right, you guys, I got to get out of here because my baby sister, she mean, and she going to beat me up if I'm not there on time. So, bye.